Lewis, have you heard about the haunted toaster possessed by the devil?
So first of all, that's a double possession. It's not just haunted, it's specifically possessed by the devil. Are haunted and possessed the same thing?
Haunted toaster possessed by the devil.
This news is from 1988, Simon.
Yeah, it's up to date.
Noticed.
There was a series of stories that they did which were about like just weird things. A bit like this. Right? That we're doing.
But from 1988.
There was a guy that like fell into like a frozen lake or something, and his own ventriloquist dummy rescued him.
Can you imagine them interviewing the dummy afterwards?
Oh, this is the dummy here. I rescued Lewis. Look at me. Look at the dummy. Sorry, Simon.
Sir, are you aware that you are a dummy?
I am, of course, a ventriloquist dummy. Yes, I'm being controlled by Lewis. He's an arsehole.
Sir, can you go through what happened?
Yeah, it's really weird. So, he got in the river. And then I went and got him. I just dived in straight after him and got him out.
Thank you, sir. You're very brave. That was a wonderful story.
I love him so much.
I love you too, Hand.
Okay, do you want to recreate the other story? The woman who spent years as a sex slave to extraterrestrial beings?
Sure. God, that was the other story, was it? Was that a good story or bad? Was she happy about it? Was she on board?
What, the sex slave?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't read that one. I just wanted to know about the toaster.
It sounds bad, but some people want that kind of thing. I'm not obviously one of those people. I'm not interested.
Toaster, Lewis.
It's haunted toaster, Simon.
Okay,
haunted
right.
toaster.
This bit doesn't make sense, okay? So this is June, the woman who owns a toaster.
Right where it says, put one slice, we heard,
I am the devil.
Right, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? So what did she mean by that? Is it a speaking toaster?
She said that the devil sounded like Eli Wallach, right? Who's from the Good, the Bad and the Ugly.
when you have to shoot, don't talk.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the movie. It's a classic.
It is.
Is it?
Sergio Leone.
Yeah, that's who I was trying to say. Yeah.
He did 3 movies, the Dollars trilogy, and that's the third one.
Fistful of Dollars.
A few dollars more.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Clint Eastwood, right? He's not in it. He is in it. Is he in it? Yes? No. Is it actually Clint Eastwood?
Yes,
yeah,
of course
I'm
it is.
sure it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that. I did know. I haven't watched it recently. It's black
No.
and white though. People are not a fan of black and white movies.
It's not in black and white.
Is it not?
No. So the interviewer asks our old June, have you saved any of your satanic toast?
Right.
And of course she has.
Of course, she can't eat it. Wow. I mean, where does that even come from?
I was picturing like it would have like an evil face, but like subtly.
Yeah, or like the Turin Shroud.
Yeah,
Stuff
sure.
like that. Yeah,
sure.
that looks a bit like it could have been a face shape. Yeah.
I wasn't,
This is
I wasn't expecting. It clearly looks like it was done with like a butter knife. So she was asked, "Is the toaster still possessed?" And she was like, "Oh, we do still have problems with it now and again." She puts a single slice of bread in. Remember, it says single slice only on the toaster.
Right.
Pretty shit toaster, isn't it? She struggles to get the handle down, but manages. Right, and then
look at that.
Satan Lives. It's fantastic.
It's so good.
I like how she's got all this bread. Oh, I got all this bread to toast, but me bleeding toast is possessed by the devil.
God, look, she really has
there
to.
we go.
She really has to shove it down there. Like, God, look.
That means the devil's inside.
Right. Okay. And she backs off a little bit.
Oh! Oh, look.
Oh, and then is there going to be a message from the devil? Are we going to see? Or has that toast just been incinerated into smoke?
I guess you want it quite well done, your toast, if you're going to eat it a little on the cold side. So you're not going to immediately eat the toast, but you're going to have it like with something.
I mean, toast, is almost cold within moments. It must be to do with the porous nature of the bread. It's got a high surface area, so it radiates the heat away.
If anyone knows about the chemical composition of toast, or like how it interacts with the atmosphere, room temperature.
Yeah, keep
anyone
that to
knows
yourselves.
Yeah, don't fucking tell us. We don't give a shit.
We're not interested.
No. Literature news.
Yeah, literature news.
X-rated book, Penguins, by Nick Thornton, mistaken for a children's story.
Oh dear. Well,
So-
Nick Thornton sounds like the person who wrote Wallace and Gromit. What's his name? Something else. Nick something else. See, I would have thought that sounds innocent. How bad is it?
I mean, look at the cover, right? It's got like cartoony figures. They're carrying,
Letters.
letters that make up the word penguins.
There's no nudity there, no swearing. It looks fine.
So, you think that's fair enough. So, there was a mum in Australia, Sydney, Australia. How you doing? You doing all right? She made an embarrassing mistake when she bought her penguin-obsessed son this book.
Doesn't look that bad immediately.
Well, this is the cover. So, we've got the front cover.
Looks
You got to
fine.
admit, it doesn't look like a raunchy book, right? Penguins is the first graphic novel by musician/writer/director/cartoonist Nick Thorburn, relying almost entirely on physical expression and the physicality of his characters, as well as the formal properties of comics. Penguins is a
What
series of
a
interconnected...
drab,
Nothing there.
fucking awful blurb as well. What is
Nothing there
this?
that would make you think, that this was
Where's
coming,
the SEO?
right? No hint whatsoever.
Holy, what am I looking at?
So we're going to have to pixelate this, right?
What the fuck is this?
So for the benefit of our YouTube viewers who can't actually see this because it's pixelated,
Well,
would you like to
the
describe?
top picture is a aroused, engorged phallus.
Okay.
Rendered
And balls.
in quite nice detail.
And
The
big balls.
second picture, it seems to have slightly gone weird.
Yeah, it's
and
like
gone hairy and kind of. It's like
to me, it looks like in Star Trek when they teleport you with the
It's
transporter.
gone wibbly.
Yeah.
And the third one is like in Star Trek where the Dangus has been shot by a phaser on disintegrate setting.
Yeah.
And the penis is in a state of disintegration.
Yes.
Wow. What
Penguins.
a odd page.
If we are to believe the mother's story, right? She picked it up. She looked at it, thought, "This my fucking kid. He's mad about penguins. He'll love this." She read the back. She was like, "Okay,
boring.
sounds
Doesn't
reasonable."
mean anything.
Yeah. And then she opened it to a random page, and that was what was there, right?
Yeah.
So maybe so many people have been opening it to that page in the bookshop
Right.
that it just naturally falls open at that page. So this was her mother, like by text.
WTF, have been doing Don't Judge a Book with my Year 11 students, but that one's not for them either.
Year 11, they can't be seeing that.
I think Year 11s probably know what a cock looks like.
But then it also shows, so this is the one she ended up getting. Her son.
That looks
Spy penguins.
much more wholesome.
The
Yeah.
spy who loved ice cream.
But little does she know that is actually even worse. It's full of like really hardcore
Penguin fucking.
penguin on penguin action. Yeah. Ugh. God, it's a seriously gross one as well. All right. Wow. What a
Isn't that
stupid
crazy?
news story.
Absolutely crazy.
Well, the thing is, there's loads of these self-published things out now, right? Who knows what's hiding inside books? I've
Right.
seen like movies where there's been a gun in there, like cut out of the pages.
So there's a guy in his study, and he's sat there, and then the door bursts open, and there's a guy, and he's got a gun, and he's like, "Give us the money, you bastard!" And the guy says, "Oh, just a minute. I just need to open my safe. I have to move this book to open the safe to the secret compartment." And then he picks up the book, opens the book, there's the gun, spins around, shoots the guy right between the eyes.
Yeah,
Like that.
that's right. But then he
And then
dies.
his dick explodes.
Wow. Yeah, and then he dies of that, and his stuff gets sold at like an auction.
Yeah.
On a garage sale outside the front of his house, and that book, because a mum comes round,
Right.
and she's like, "Oh, my son loves giraffes. I'll buy this book about giraffes for my son."
It's called the giraffe conundrum or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that wasn't the book with the gun in it. It was just full of giraffe sticks. And
Oh,
she gives
God.
that to her son, and then
Do you think giraffe sticks?
they have a very...
No, never mind.
Right,
Never mind.
no.
Let's not. Let's not.
Let's move on. From there. No! Don't Google. Don't Google giraffe sticks. No, we're moving on.
I can't see any. Oh, it's giraffe tongue. Ah! That's what its tongue looks like. I don't want to see the dick. Okay, that's done.